Hey everyone! So my husband and I just celebrated our second year anniversary on November 30th. Woo! I'm so happy to be married to my husband. We actually met in second grade, but then we reconnected in high school, and from then on our love blossomed. And I thought it would be a great idea for me to come and share the 5 most important things I've learned while being married so far. For the sake of the video, I'm going to call it 5 tips to a successful marriage. Alright, so let's get started. Tip number 1 I've learned is prayer. Since being married, I noticed that I pray a lot more than I did when I was single. And I believe this is true because I'm not just worried or concerned about myself anymore. I also have to pray for my other half. While he's at work, I'm praying for him. While he's traveling on the road, I'm praying for him. And in life in general, I'm praying for him as he leads our household. I believe prayer is powerful and that God answers prayers. And even for myself, when I find that, it's that time of the month, ladies, and we're more like, short with our temper than what we need to be, I find that prayer helps me to remain calm and not just, pop out the mouth. Prayer is what's going to keep a marriage strong, I believe. So instead of reacting like in a disagreement, I go to God in prayer about it, and He'll let me know how I need to go about this situation. I believe that arguments can be 100% avoided. I don't believe married couples have to argue. So it's very important for me to pray, and by doing that, I remain, in a good mood, in a cheerful mood, and God leads me and guides me with my emotions. Tip number 2 I've learned is selflessness. While being married, it's not about you anymore. It's about you and your spouse. You become one with another person physically and spiritually. So you have to think about their problems, their situations, and through it all, you learn to be a better person, I believe, because it's not about me, 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 me. You think about what can you do to make the person happy? What can you do to make the other person's life go more easier? So that's a great thing that I've learned while being married. And I believe it's helped me a lot in my relationship with my husband and also in my relationship with God. Because in my relationship with God, it's all about laying my life down for God. Tip number 3 I've learned is patience. I can't stress patience more enough. Patience is so important. We could get aggravated when we think our spouse is doing something that they know better than to do, but patience will keep us from lashing out. It'll just, encourage us to communicate in a respectful way. Sometimes husbands can snore at night or leave their dirty socks on the floor, but patience says, don't yell at him. He know better, but I'm not going to yell at him. Patience says, I'll pick up these socks. He's worth it to pick up these socks. So I think patience is definitely important, and it also is another thing that keeps people from arguing. All right. Tip number 4 is romance. Romance, I've always been a romantic ever since that I can remember. I loved all the romantic movies. I loved me some Titanic when I was younger. But my husband, on the other hand, he's more so of a practical guy. But lately, he's been doing these sweet things for me, and it just sends butterflies in my stomach. He gets romantic each and every year, more and more romantic. And I believe romance is important because it helps keeps the spark alive in a relationship. And it adds another dimension. It adds to the intimacy. And it's another way that you could show your spouse that you do care. Because caring is more than just a word, it's an action. And it's not just for the husbands to be romantic to the wives, but wives can also be romantic. When I'm romantic to my husband and do romantic things to him, it's just another way for me to show him that I'm so blessed to be his wife, and that I just want to continue to be his wife and keep going through this journey with him. So romance is definitely important, and it adds to a marriage, and it adds happiness. Tip number 5 I've learned is love. Through marriage, I've learned to love another person more than I ever thought that I could love another. Love is what's keeping the marriage together. And in order to know love, we must know God, because in the Bible it says God is love. So, as I said in tip number one, as I get more in prayer, I just learn more and more about how to be a better wife. And I grow more in love with my husband, because as I spend more time with God, I see God in my husband even more, and it makes me love him even more. So, and if you have love, you're going to do anything in your willpower to keep the marriage happy. So, those are just a few of the things that I've learned that are most important that I think constitutes to a happy marriage. For a more in detailed description of each tip that I just said, you could go to my blog. I'm going to provide the link in the description, or maybe somewhere around this video. I don't know. It may be down there. So I'll send you a link on my blog, and I also have a Facebook, so please like it. I'm still in the pursuit of being a best-selling author, and I'm just happy that you decided to watch my video. I thank you so much, and God bless you. See you later.